Today we're going to talk about naturally reducing blood pressure without the use of medications. So what is hypertension or high blood pressure? Well, it's defined as having a blood pressure of greater than 130/80. And the top number is the systolic pressure when the heart is contracting, your whole system is in maximal pressure mode. And then the bottom number is the diastolic pressure, which is your blood pressure when the heart is relaxed. And those numbers should not exceed 130 for systolic or 80 for diastolic. In those cases, when they do exceed them, you have hypertension. Now, you're not going to notice hypertension initially. That's why it's called the silent killer. It's going to build up over time, and it's going to wear down the vascular system. What happens when your vascular system is worn down because of high pressures, you'll get problems like stroke, vision loss, heart attack, kidney disease, sexual dysfunction. All of these things are late-stage complications of hypertension, so you won't notice it until it's really too late. The thing about reducing blood pressure and managing hypertension is it's 70% lifestyle. Even if you are on a blood pressure medication, it will only get you 30% of the way. So 70% is really up to you. One of the important things to consider when managing blood pressure is weight loss. 1 kilogram of weight loss or 2.2 pounds of weight loss is equivalent to reducing your blood pressure by 1. So every 2 pounds you lose, you are one step closer to having an optimal blood pressure and good cardiovascular health. Next is nutrition. The classical diet for hypertensive people is called the DASH diet, and it has two key components. The first is low sodium, and the second is adequate potassium. Now, sodium should be restricted to 1,500 milligrams per day by the American Heart Association's recommendation, and all salt is the same, whether it's Himalayan salt or kosher salt, whether it's in your burger or your salad. All sources of salt need to be considered. Now, the power of the low sodium diet is that it can be as strong as being on 2 blood pressure medications. So really consider sodium in the diet when you are hypertensive. The next is having adequate potassium. Here I've listed a couple of foods that are rich in potassium. The one caveat is that if you have kidney disease or historically high potassium, you need to be very careful because going overboard can also cause negative side effects. Exercise is really crucial and should be taken with weight loss recommendations. There are 2 types of exercise that you can pursue. The first is aerobic, and the second is resistance training. Aerobic exercise includes things like running, swimming, and walking, and it's recommended about 150 minutes per week, which averages to around 20 to 25 minutes per day. And the more you do, the better, so there's no cap on this. The next is resistance training. The resistance training should be done with light weights and should be done 2 to 3 times per week for about 20 to 30 minutes. As we age, our muscle mass decreases, so we actually need to increase the amount we work out in order to maintain good muscle mass and good cardiovascular health. So the older you get, the more you need to exercise, not less. The next is lifestyle choices, and this is the final one we'll discuss. Alcohol and smoking are our main culprits here. There is a recommendation that for alcohol, we should not drink more than 1 drink per day if we're female and 2 drinks per day for males. So if you want to keep your heart healthy, you have to avoid drinking excess amounts of alcohol. It can damage your organs like your liver and lead to problems with inflammation in your vasculature, causing hypertension. And the last one is smoking, and this one is really, really crucial. Smoking is one of the biggest culprits in hypertension, and you should never smoke. Try to quit smoking if you are a smoker, because it is one of the things that is definitely contributing to hypertension. So I hope you enjoyed our little conversation today about hypertension and how you can prevent it, and I'll see you guys in the next video.